find stuff that I've been looking for, collect certain players, and
to build this business that we now own, to pass it down to our boys.
Obviously, just to keep climbing the ladder of like buying, trading, selling, and also just meeting the people.
Continue to grow the business, have fun, and get into other business ventures.
I'm definitely looking for Curtis Samuel because he's my favorite player.
To bring the joy, the fun of collecting.
To interact with the public, make really fun videos, to build the positive side of the community.
Just to have fun with my two boys.
Greenville, South Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
We're from Miami.
From Statesville, North Carolina.
Huntersville, North Carolina.
Mooresville, North Carolina.
It's our home. This is the community that rallied behind us. Why Mooresville? Well, I actually live in the same county. I live in Iredell County, but we chose Mooresville. It was the next town over, a little bit larger, a little bit closer to Charlotte. We looked around, found the venue. At the time, especially in our infancy, was the right price. So that's why we decided to come here initially. Our very first show was in one of the rooms. We quickly grew out of that one, went into the other, quickly grew out of that, and now we do both rooms, pretty much encompass the whole building. The importance of Mooresville for Sports Wax, though, is it's our home. It's where we started. This is the community that kind of rallied behind us. This was the community that was, letting other people know in the surrounding cities and the surrounding towns. People came from the surrounding cities and the surrounding towns. So Mooresville will always hold a special place in our heart because it's home, it's where we started, and they love us here. Why not? Right?
My name is Marshall Baker. I'm the owner of Catch 'em All Cards, Collectibles, and More in Greenville, South Carolina. First opened my store 3 years ago. We've been doing shows with James and other people for roughly about 6 years now. And we started off in autographed memorabilia and then moved on to Pokemon. From Pokemon, then we moved on to sports cards. I grew up in the military. I did 22 years of service for the Navy. When we moved around so much, I didn't have any hard equity passed down to my 3 boys. So my wife and I came up with this plan to build this store, this business that we now own, to pass it down to our boys.
My name's Charlie Jordan. I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Collect vintage, mostly. Baseball, been in the hobby for over 60 years.
My name is Weston, Charlotte, North Carolina. Ivy Sports Cards and Business, always buying, selling. It started like as a kid, I just kind of liked cards and stuff like that. And when the pandemic hit during COVID, I kind of turned it into a business. And then I ended up going to college. I was like, yeah, that's not for me. And then I just kind of came back from school and it just kind of took off from there.
I'm Gary with Pop One. We're from Miami and we've probably been collecting Pokemon, I would say like 10 years probably now. So it's been a journey, This is better than corporate, I would say, It's fun to do something that doesn't feel like a headache.
I'm Mike Davidson. I have been collecting for over 40 years, been vending for over 25 years. From Statesville, North Carolina. I set up at all the shows around North Carolina. I am the wrestling guy, quote unquote. Most of my business is wrestling cards and some NASCAR. Start being a vendor instead of just a collector was the amount of inventory or amount of cards I had. I had to move some out in order to buy more.
Hey guys, I am Talon over here at the Sports Wax Promotion Show in Mooresville, North Carolina. So growing up, my pops actually had a sports card business. The house that we grew up in, he actually paid through sports cards. I've been doing this with him, or as I guess just growing up, I did it for 15, 20 years. So he taught me the ins and outs of the business. During COVID, I decided to just kind of feature our collection. I wasn't planning on becoming a dealer like I am now, but started showcasing everything. One thing led to another. Started doing content with shows, and now I'm on the other side of the things, doing the exact same things that my pops used to do.
Here in Mooresville, there was a local shop and the guy had a Pikachu out in front of his shop one day while we were doing a show. So I invited him in, walked the Pikachu around the show. The show itself responded very well. After the show, Shannon was like, hey, you know what? We need to do that at every show. So she started looking into getting the Pikachu outfit. Kids really responded, the parents, and even the adults take their pictures with Pikachu. Don't let anybody kid you there, okay? And you see the little ones, especially the 3, 4, 5-year-olds, they run up to Pikachu and they do the big hug, and it's just, that's the coolest thing in the world. You see the little girls jump up and down when they see Pikachu. I think one of the greatest moments for Pikachu was actually at the last show we talked about, which was our Concord Collectors Jam show. One of our vendors volunteered to be the Pikachu for us. It was kind of surreal to see Pikachu walking down the hall, and I saw Shannon walking down the same kind of aisle, right? And it was like, wait a minute, whoa, wait a minute. It was awesome. It's like, that was kind of like the coolest moment for me, but I know for the people that come, the customers, the vendors especially too, Pikachu just being there adds a different element to the show, and the kids really love it, and the show really responds well.
You know, a lot of people will talk about making the money, the crowd, and this and that. For me, it's James. The reason I come here is because of James. I've been friends with James now since the very beginning. I was at his very first show, and I grew with James. So I started with nothing. You know, James didn't have nothing, and we grew. Now, I don't forget where I came from. He's got me to where I'm at today, and I'm very thankful.
You know good well he's going to promote, he's going to put people in the building, and always going to be a good time. The other thing for me is the kids. He treats the kids with utmost respect.
James does a great job. Like, always a lot of people willing to do deals. Always a packed house.
I would say just the community that you guys build, it's pretty awesome. Like, imagine we come all the way from Miami, just the excitement, the love. There's no bad energy here. It feels like home.
The best thing about Sports Wax and James, they have such a social media presence, more so than any other vendor I've ever worked with. They do a great job on social media, and that's what I really like about it.
If you're a dealer or if you're just a customer walking around, James is going to make sure that you guys are having a blast out here. Like, we just gave away a couple Uptowns, which are case hits that everybody loves, all because James stopped by the booth and was generous. So I'm out here because of James.
My name is Sanders Napolis. I am from Miami, Florida. Pretty much been collecting sports cars for a little over 2 years now. We are traveling the world looking for some of the most highly coveted sports cars you can find. My biggest win as a collector is getting our social media platform to the point where it's at. That's our biggest win for sure.
So my name is Caden Wilmuth. I'm from Huntersville, North Carolina. And I've been collecting for just about 2 years, but really heavily for like 6 months. The biggest one is just finding super rare cards and just getting them as fast as possible, because you don't see them every day.
My name is Finn. I'm from Mooresville, North Carolina, and I've been collecting for probably about 2 years.
My name is Paxton. I'm from Mooresville, and I've been collecting for the past like 6 months.
I think it was last August maybe. I pulled a Michael Penix Jr. Micro Mosaic, which probably made me my most money.
I completed my Mosaic, 2024 Mosaic Curtis Samuel Rainbow, and it looks like really good in my room.
I am Leanna. I'm from Huntersville, and I've been collecting, well, I bought them back in '99 for my 2 boys, and I still have those. And then I got back in January and haven't stopped. We all come together, we open up the packs. My goal is just to have fun with my 2 boys. It's always a win to be with your boys and share a passion and love of something. That's the biggest win of all.
Biggest lesson that I've learned is that you win and you lose. It's taught me to take the wins with the losses. Just have fun with it, most importantly. Don't get too deep into it. A lot of guys just are in it for the money, but I'm in it just because I found so much like passion and joy for the hobby.
Be patient. You have to be patient with everybody around you, and you meet all kinds of different people, so it's good to give them grace. Life's too short, just have fun.
Probably to not spend all your money in one place.
Definitely know what you're buying, because I bought some pretty bad boxes in the past.
Pretty much, if you're gonna do something, give your all. If you put in the time and the effort into a certain thing, into anything, you'll definitely be paid off.
My passion for collecting cars kind of got re-sparked right after COVID, along with a lot of people.
Grab a box, what's up?
One 1300. So when we're talking about passion, right? I'm very passionate about watches and collecting. So I am buying from my friends, J Home Cards here, this. In Hawaii. It is a one of 1,300 fossil Gengar watch.
567.
Comes in a dope box. Number 567 of 1,300. Passion.
During the process there, 4 or 5 years in, I know now personally that I don't necessarily like to collect cards. I like to collect more now memorabilia, art. I collect helmets and things like that of my favorite players.
Hey, you got my Bo Jackson helmet ready back here?
I do still collect some cards, but the passion really comes from the things that I really like and the things that I enjoy for myself and the things that I want to look at. So I kind of got out of the buying and the flipping of cards and started collecting the things that really meant something to me.
Bo Jackson, let's go. My friend, that is for you, you said, right?
And that's what I've become passionate about now.
Raiders helmet, baby, going home. Let's go.
This has been a really good show. There's been long lines everywhere. It's absolutely packed. If you guys have never been to a Sports Wax promotion show, get out here. North Carolina is so much fun.
Give me a great shot of putting a Christian McCaffrey on him.
Favorite memory was talking to one of my vendors. Scott is his name. He said, Scott, how you doing? He said, you know, Mooresville is Mooresville, baby. And that's the thing. We love Mooresville. Great community. They treat us well. The vendors love it. The community loves the show. And it really shows because they come out for us. That's my favorite memory. Mooresville was Mooresville.
Favorite moment was getting this Diglett binder, specifically this Diglett with his head poked out. And now I'm buying everyone's Diglets to put it in this binder.
My favorite memory is happening actually right now. I'm talking with Connie Mac's grandson, who's over at my table. He sold me an item, a card, because he saw my Yankees hat and he wanted to come over and talk. That's actually been my favorite memory so far.
It's been a great weekend. I think my favorite memory so far is like the interaction of everybody that's been coming out and collecting and buying from us. It's not too many like wrestling dealers and vendors here. I got set up next to Mike here, which is super cool guy. So far, there's a lot of wrestling collectors coming out. I think my favorite memory is just like, you know, just meeting the new people that's coming out to these shows.
To say one of my favorite memories of the show, this one little girl was so cute. She came up to me as the mom shopping for my cards, and she's like, here's a sticker. And I was like, oh, that's a really cool sticker. And I thought she was just showing me, but it turned out she gave it to me for free, which was the cutest thing. Also, there's this little boy here who also loves art, and so he showed me some of his art. And so he was asking me all kinds of questions about art. When he grows up, he could do this too. Oh, and then one other one. This one woman came up with her boyfriend, and they really love the art, and we're just so excited about it. And we're very thrilled to see that I have Nidoking, because I guess no one does anything with Nidoking. She was gonna buy just that one, but then I showed her others, and then she bought all this art, and she ended up loving it a lot.
My favorite memory of the card show today was getting a John Elway Uptown.
My favorite memories from the show is 2 cards that I got for my personal collection. So I collect Mew and Pikachu promos, and I picked these 2 up.
So our very next show is going to be in Concord, North Carolina. We're gonna have over 70,000 square feet of space. We're gonna have Kimball Walker, Larry Johnson, Muggsy Bogues, Lawrence Taylor, Dr. Gooden, Kelly Kelly. It's gonna be star-studded. Christine Auction will be there. JSA Authentication will be there. And of course, all of the Sports Wax Promotions vendors, new and old, will be there. It will be over 450. We're trying to hit 500 tables. It's gonna be awesome, and I hope to see you there. So make sure you're there September 20th and 21st.
So I met some of my goodest friends in this hobby and keep meeting people, networking, and just seeing where this takes me.
That's what I've become passionate about.